It's the Los Angeles Lakers, Denver Nuggets, and who else plays tonight? Okay.
Yo, what's going on, guys? And let me get in a little bit. I got Henry over here on TD, and we're trying to figure out what's the good headroom because yesterday I got blinded by the light. But welcome to Beyond The Backboard. We are waiting for Jackson and Luke to join us. Luke has to get ready for school, so he's a law student, so he comes on here after he's ready. Jackson slept through his alarm. He's going to join us as soon as he can. But today we're going to be, of course, talking about the NBA contract extensions that were signed yesterday. The NBA tip-off that happens tonight between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Denver Nuggets and the Phoenix Suns versus the Golden State Warriors. And then we got to crown which team is going to be the worst one in the NBA. Because for the first time in a while, it's hard to say. But either way, I'm here, Zero Sale, and we're running in the back, Henry Weinberg. So, little snap of fingers for everyone involved in today's show. And if you're watching, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're listening, this isn't a podcast, it's a radio internet show. You're just listening to the audio version of it. Either way, let's get right into the thoughts of, I think right here, Giannis Antetokounmpo signing the 3-year, $186 million deal was a shock. And I think it showed Giannis's commitment to wanting to stay in Milwaukee. But at the same time, it's interesting because I think it's not physically, like it's actually literal that if he had waited till next offseason, he would have gotten more money. Henry, is that correct?
That is correct on an average annual value base.
Average annual. Remember to unmute yourself, bud. You got to do it through the Zoom.
That is correct on an average annual value base. I believe that because he can get a player option to opt out of his age 33 campaign, as well as the over 38 rule, if you're familiar, that he still has an opportunity for more earnings after this extension.
Okay. So with that being said, yeah, we're just Giannis, I guess, wanted to show his commitment, and I believe he's now locked up in Milwaukee until 2029, which is absurd. And I guess his whole prime will be in Milwaukee, and if he ever does leave Milwaukee, it's because he's old. But I guess this is something that needed to happen. I'm just surprised that I thought we were really going to go into the offseason and he was going to resign. I didn't think he was going to leave Milwaukee, but from a financial sense, a lot of these guys, they are incentivized to not sign the extension right now because it is way less than what they'll be able to sign. I forget who it was, but it might be, I can't remember who it is. But basically, if they sign an extension right now, it's $186 million. And if they wait, it's 3 years, 186 or something like that. But if you wait I think it's Donovan Mitchell. If Donovan Mitchell signs an extension right now, it's like 3 years, 180. If he waits to, I think the summer, it's 4 years, it's 211. I think that's basic math, in my opinion, which contract I'm going to sign. And it comes down to, because if you can only sign a 3-year deal now because of the way like the CBA is written, that because you still have a year of service, you can't add that additional. But when you sign at the end of the year for a 4 year, it's because you already used that year of service that was impeding you from getting the full deal. But yeah, we got Jackson joined in here. I assume that Henry will cue him up in a sec. Back, I think it's definitely going to be interesting to see how these contract extensions go out. Denny Avdia got only 55. I think we got to see Mr. Who else? Onyeka Okongwu got 62. I lost a bet right there. I thought he was going to get less than 55, but he got 60. 62 is great for the guy. That's like 15 and a half a year for Onyeka Okongwu. You struggling over there, bud?
Well, I am going to the box, but how do I actually add Jackson's feet?
Watch it, right?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
$16 million a year to represent the 16 minutes he plays before fouling out. It's tough.
Who, Onyeka Okongwu?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to move to your... No, you're good. It's on me. Ooh. I do not need to show you how to do this.
Is there a loop cam here?
There you go. Yeah, when Luke joins. Luke's AOS right now. Or MIA. All right, here we go, Jackson. How you doing today, bud? Wait, so you said Onyeka Okongwu fouls how much? Because we have talked about this, Onyeka Okongwu's foul problem.
Somebody on Twitter said 16 mil a year for the 16 minute he plays before he falls out.
Wow. I mean, we have talked about it that Onyeka Okongwu's problem is fouling out. Okay. That is a known problem. Will it be solved this year? I think that's the big if. The Big Short. Great movie. Oh, what is this? The Carolina football wearing creamsicle orange?
Yeah, these are my favorite jerseys.
When did they ever wear those jerseys?
Yeah, every Saturday.
Every Saturday?
This is two clothings.
I know. Why do you seem high? I think you just woke
I
up.
just woke up like 3 minutes ago.
All right.
I don't know how I
wakes
woke
Jack-
up, to be honest with you.
Jackson wakes up and he goes, I got to throw on this 2000 fit. I got to make sure this 2000 fits on.
This is what I wore yesterday. It was just ready to go.
So, can we talk about which extension were you most shocked by? Nekia Kongu, Cole Anthony, I believe. Who else is there? Mr. Producer or Mr. TD, who else am I missing on there? Jaden McDaniels. Who? Aaron Neesmith. And a few others. Cole Anthony, we said.
Probably the fact that Patrick Williams didn't get 200 mil. That surprised
Would
me.
have you paid Patrick Will 200?
I paid him 300. Let's just lock him in. Let's lock him in for good right here, right now.
Right.
Maybe
here, right.
maybe
now.
that one didn't surprise me. Maybe that doesn't surprise me either. Maybe Bam Adebayo not re-signing. No, you know what? Giannis was way too early. I mean, that one really threw me.
Giannis
aloof.
announcing it himself was dope, though. I'm like not a Giannis stan, but I thought it was so cool where he before Woj or Shams put anything, it was #extended, and then like Woj quote tweeted it. That was cool. I don't know why they still said league sources say. Well, we all know that Giannis or his agent told you.
Yeah,
So-
but I thought they jumped the gun there.
I don't think it's jumping the ground. But so you're telling me are you more surprised that people didn't sign extensions, or by the people who did sign extensions?
Didn't.
Signing Pat Will? I think Sadiq Bey surprised me.
No, I guess just Bam Adebayo.
Bam could have signed one.
Yeah.
I did not know that the deadline he was getting there. I think he'll be fine. I think it comes down to that financial monetary decision where it's either like I think it's like Donovan Mitchell. If he signed an extension right now, it's like 3 years, 180. If he waits till June, it's a 4-year, 210. Which deal you signing, Jackson?
I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. I don't know the better deal.
Yeah, that's the 4-year, 210.
Warriors 210. 70 a year?
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah, we're both really bad at math.
No.
But let's get right into tonight's tip-off. I also have like a dog right here who's like deciding that she wants to get all the love. Like this is what she has decided this hour is. It is the Jazz catch.
You already
scratches.
have to take her out.
Huh? She went.
How often do you have to do that a day?
About like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, that's not too
But
bad.
no, I also have the balcony, which helps.
She can piss on the balcony?
Yeah, and I just go clean it up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I went to a Wawa yesterday and they didn't have any meatballs. I was quite bummed.
Why'd you specifically go to Wawa for meatballs?
They're so good. It was like 1 a.m.
You like Wawa balls at 1 a.m.?
Dude, Wawa meatballs are so good. Have you ever
Yeah.
had one?
I don't know. It sounds like you're going to Wawa and doing some promiscuous activity at 1 a.m.
Nah, they're so good. They didn't have any last night though. I was a little bummed out.
Yeah, Jeffrey, the one whose cock I suck after was just sitting out there.
No, I really wish they had meatballs. But
Let's get right into this and talk about tonight's game. The Golden State Warriors for the Phoenix Suns, and the Denver Nuggets versus the Los Angeles. I could not speak right there. Los Angeles Lakers. What do you think of this? And let's talk about the Lakers first, because I think is that the first game, or is it the Suns? It's the Lakers versus Nuggets. Correct me if I'm
Lake
wrong?
Show, we're headed to Mile High.
Yeah, heading to Mile
It's
High,
game
who have
day.
the most ugly jersey. They're the man.
Hot take. I feel like they already did.
No, I mean, dude, can if we could pull up Rob Perez's fucking Twitter thread of the jerseys. Not that we need to do this is not necessary. But what I'm saying is this year's City Edition, there's 28 out of the 30 jerseys fucking blow.
I actually
Awful.
don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't
I
mind
said
an
a couple
ugly
in the group
jersey.
chat. Horrible. I mean, I think you're colorblind. I'm convinced. And I mean to be as rude as possible when I say that.
I'm pulling it up. Oh God, Atlanta's is horrible.
Oh,
Are these
Atlanta?
real?
Dude, Atlanta, the best comment was Rob Perez goes, that's Times New Roman font. Atlanta's.
Yeah. I love
got-
Times New Roman font though. Wow, the Nets one's pretty cool. Charlotte's
No,
cool.
it's not. No, it's not.
What? How
Yeah,
is
dude, I
Charlotte
think-
not cool?
Yeah, I think you suffer from AIDS. And,
The
like, it's
Cavs
affecting
one
your
is
vision.
sick. Holy cow. Do you agree with that? The Cavs one's sick. Wow, this guy rated it as a 1. I don't know who this.
Wait, one of my boys
This
said
m-
is blocked by Woj. Like, which
Are you talking about this
Woj
guy?
blocked you?
This guy's so annoying. I think he follows. I think he follows me.
Zeb?
Oh, who's that?
Who I'm talking about? Dude, the Memphis Grizzlies,
that?
Rob Perez goes, held my phone to the screen to read the QR code.
Whoa, Golden States are sweet. I
The
love
Nets-
Houston's. I don't really.
Houston looks like someone who went to the University of Houston, snuck through the approval process, and lied about not being a homer every step of the way.
The Lakers and Memphis ones are pretty sweet.
Why is the ant all the way up there?
Oh, Minnesota is sick.
Dude, okay, can we, let's stop. Let's all agree that Jackson has the worst taste of fashion. He would make a blind
Orlando's
gay man
sweet.
go like, oh my God, that is harsh.
Wow, I love Philadelphia's too. I don't think this guy has any taste. He rated Phoenix as a 0.2. I don't
Yeah, dude, no,
care
I
for
think
his
you
opinion.
don't have taste. I think
San
everyone in the group
Antonio's
says it,
is
you would fucking
unbelievable.
be terrible.
This guy has San Antonio Spurs rated as 0. That
Yeah,
is
dude, 'cause
a
they're
good-looking
bad.
jersey. No, what are you
No,
talking about?
You just don't have good taste.
Utah looks good. Are you gonna try and tell me Utah looks bad too?
Oh, no, Utah's is one of the good ones.
Yeah, okay. Those aren't that bad, but they're not great. None of them are great except Utah.
All right, let's
And,
get into Golden State's game, which is going to be.
We didn't
not
even get
Golden
into
State,
the
Denver
Lakers game.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. This is because you're fucking telling me bad jerseys look good. I blame you.
Is that
Your
confirmed
fault.
that those are people's jerseys?
Yeah, that's the City Editions. They got leaked yesterday. Aren't you happy?
For a jersey leak? I mean, I guess I would have if they didn't look like that.
Do I look what?
You know, Houston's doesn't look bad.
Scary story times.
Yeah, was it rainy by you?
No. The sun's just taking a little longer to poke through the sky. Maybe. I mean, I'm about to buy lights. Well, I bought lights. They're in the mail
nice.
from China. They're gonna be like, whoop-ah, right here. But
Oh, dude, like for are you talking about like for the show and videos and stuff?
Yeah.
Or are you talking just like Lifeline? Oh, okay.
No,
Nice.
no,
I
like show
first
like
thought you were talking
the
about
big
light
like box
lamps.
lights.
Yeah, I gotta do the same thing. I got a um what is this called? A lamp. Oh, you can't see it. It's not long enough. I
Is
got a
this
lamp
what's like?
shining in my light. It's so bright. Jesus.
I was actually about to ask you how are you so well lit? Is this like the most well lit kitchen?
Wait, do you remember like 2 days ago when I was like, I don't like the lighting of this light bulb. Let me go change it. That's why. Yeah, that's why. Oh
That's
god.
funny as hell. All right. Oh, I first want to say fuck
Oh,
Luke.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
Luke, what are you
Didn't
doing?
we do it at 7:34, Luke?
Yeah, for Luke. For Luke. This is for Luke. I was like,
So we could
what,
do
do you
like
want to send a
8
message?
without him or
Yeah, we
something.
could do 8 without. Luke insisted we do it at 7:30 so he could participate fully in the hour.
He's
Engage.
just he's just wait, first off, there's no Eastern Conference game on tonight. That's
No,
weird. But
it's
he
weird
just
as
wanted to
hell.
dodge this Lakers.
It feels like we're dodging it as we've queued it up
Why?
multiple
Yeah.
times.
I'm teeing it up for you. But
All
why
right,
is
who are you
no
taking?
East team playing? It's weird. I'm taking the Lakers of Los Angeles personally, Skip. Oh, Stephen A. Sorry. It's been 7 years. I'm going Lake Show for
Well,
sure.
I
I
see. I
drafted
tell you. Okay, you know what I
LeBron
was
and
gonna do?
AD in so many leagues. I drafted these guys in so many leagues.
What?
I was just I think I have obviously, my take is the Lakers of Los Angeles win the NBA championship. I think they get it started off tonight. I can't wait for that game.
I'm actually
I'm gonna
excited for
just
the game.
yeah, like this is gonna be awesome. Like it's Tuesday. There's no other sports. We've got Game 7 baseball. Who's watching that? We got the Blackhawks on ESPN tonight at 8:30. Just
Do
sports
you pay attention to
galore.
hockey?
I'm trying to pay attention to the Hawks this year. The problem is we're never on TV in Florida, but now that we got Bedard, we are.
Well, why don't you? I feel like you're aware of illegally streaming things, and you
What?
choose not to.
Um, you're right. I choose not to because it's way more convenient when it's just on my TV. Like it's just on cable.
Dude, you
It's
still pay
so
for cable
convenient.
willingly.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're a 23-year-old adult who pays for cable willingly.
I'm
You know
24.
how 24? Yeah, you know how wrong that sentence sounds. It's almost as wrong as saying that the Lakers are going to win tonight
I just
against
got paid.
the world champions.
Or not paid. I just paid for it yesterday. It's
I
like
actually
$80
gotta
a month.
pay stuff.
If we lived near together, you could have it, but since we don't, you can't because
I
they
got
treat
cable.
it.
I get cable for free. Well, it's not free. Nothing's free in this world, but my HOA pays for the
Yeah,
cable.
yeah, same. But I turned them down. My HOA.
You
God,
don't. You live
I
like
hate
the
the
fuck.
HOA. They're always up my ass.
Now let's talk about the fact the matchup tonight's probably what is it? D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves. Are they saying Rui Hachimura, LeBron, and Anthony Davis? That's the starting lineup versus Jokic, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., Kentavious Caldwell Pope, and Jamal Murray. At the glance, who you're saying is win this? I personally believe it's going to be a Denver Nuggets rout. Unless you
Oh,
think,
route?
I think the Lakers
A whole route?
have not. I don't think the Lakers since LeBron's gone there, fucking like ever impressed in the season over.
2020. How's that for starters?
Didn't Gordon Hayward break his leg in that? What was that?
No,
2019.
that's a that he. What do you mean? Oh, against a LeBron team?
Yeah, that was in like
Was that against the
yeah,
LeBron
it
team?
was
I
2018
actually
or 2019 or 2020. They're all like merged together in my mind.
I miss Gordon Hayward 2K on the Jazz. Great hair.
Yeah. Jackson's favorite player is
You're
Gordon
going
Hayward because he plays
you're
the game
going
right way.
route. I actually don't like Gordon Hayward as a player at all because he's just like
I like
reminds me of
Gordon
a Utah
Hayward
Jazz
as a
player.
man. He believes the same thing as I do. Justice.
Goddamn straight.
Yeah.
But
My pants are on backwards.
they're off. Oh, dude, look at this. Is this in camera?
No, I don't know. No, you gotta go.
How can a 7-footer do this? Oh, you're right. It's not.
Yeah, we
How's
don't
that?
know.
There you
What
go.
Oh, rock on, dude.
Rock on.
Oh, you. What's it called on the keyboard? There's a volume button on the keyboard. Can you hear us now? Yeah. There we go. I was about to tell you, but Henry was telling me, can you hear us for the last 26 minutes? Go down, you can. Ooh. Oh. So, Jackson, give me your 45-second pitch on which team will win and why.
I think the Los Angeles Lakers will win because they're the better team. I mean, I'll just rant instead now that Zero's gone. The season shouldn't be 82 games. The first round of the playoffs shouldn't be a 7-game series. None of these games have any interest to me in the slightest, except for maybe because I enjoy basketball more than maybe a different person, that I care about tonight's game a little bit, but it's just a little bit because I'm excited to watch the Lakers. But this isn't a rivalry yet. I think they're going to try and make it a rivalry, which would be awesome because the NBA needs to do more of that in general. So I actually, this could be the start tonight. I mean, mainly like last year's playoffs, but
Fuck you.
This could be a nice rivalry right here. But I don't know, like 82 games, like who cares? Like,
the Denver, dude, 82 games is fine. I feel like you're
so
overreacting.
long. It's just a lot.
No, I think it's fine. I think this is the start of a rivalry. It's a weird one. Nuggets versus Lakers.
Yeah, Denver.
Does it end as soon as LeBron retires?
High tonight. Yeah, I think it does. I think it does.
Yeah, I don't think that's a
I had never thought of that. Yeah. All right, so enjoy it while it lasts. Obviously, we'll see them again during rivalry week, hopefully, which actually is sweet. But I think a healthy Anthony Davis and LeBron James is the best duo in basketball. So, with that being
think the
said,
Lakers will be motivated to beat the Nuggets tonight.
Yeah.
I think, though, when I look at this, the Lakers will be trying everything to beat the Nuggets. And I think this game is bigger for the Lakers than it is for the Nuggets. And I think that's why the Nuggets are going to win. Because they're going to be the more composed team. Also, this is the ring ceremony.
Yeah, that's true.
The Lakers are trying to go there to ruin a party. But Jokic is going to be like, the party's just getting started. So,
Jokic is going to, not hear his name called for the ring because he's scouting horses, and then they're going to crumble in the first round.
Wow. You believe that?
No. If I didn't think LeBron and AD were the best duo in basketball, I'd 100% say the Nuggets are repeating. 100%.
I think the Nuggets are the best quad in basketball.
quad 4? What?
Yeah, Jamal,
Who got
Aaron, Michael.
Who are you screwing here? You're screwing Kendrick?
What? Who the fuck is Kendrick?
Contavious. You're excluding KCP?
Yeah, I don't think AC. It's a quad.
Nah,
It's
dude.
a quad, like the quad at Yale.
I don't know.
Prestige and elegant.
I mean, did the Lakers even win the championship without KCP?
No.
I mean, you're talking about a 2-time champion, world champion.
And a felon.
Yeah, I don't think that's right. I keep calling him Kendrick. God damn.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Some people call him KCP for short. If you've never heard of that.
This is why I only call him KCP.
This is right. Say Contavious. Say he's got
Contavious.
a name.
I think Contavious is getting the short end of the stick here.
I think Contavious was reborn in jail. It's been 30 days.
He's a 2-time world champion.
But he's also
jail.
he's a quintessential fifth Beatle. Would you accept that term?
He's
I don't know the Beatles too well.
But there are 4 of them, and he is just the auxiliary support guy.
Definitely
Who's
not.
the black guy
No,
with the Beatles that everyone credits as the 5th Beatle?
Stevie Wonder,
No. I think it's Quincy Jones.
Quincy Acey.
Yeah, Quincy A.C. Jones. Did you guys know Rashida Jones' dad is Quincy Jones?
Whoa, the actress?
Rashida Jones' dad is Quincy Jones.
Who's Quincy Jones?
Like the black guy who made music for every movie ever.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yes, him.
no, I'm serious. I'm serious. Let me just list off who Quincy Jones is.
I just keep thinking of Quincy
28
Acey.
Grammys out of 80
Jeez.
nominations.
Ugh.
He was married to Ula Anderson, but like Rashida Jones is like his most famous kid. He did stuff with Frank Sinatra and Michael Jackson, and basically every single person ever famous. He's never drives. He never learned how to drive. He was in a car accident when he was 14, and he just decided never to learn how to drive. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. Why he's friends with Michael Jackson.
yeah, you're just not
was.
culture. You're white.
I mean, I also just don't know why this.
Let's move over to
Affects
Golden
me.
State versus Phoenix. What do you think of this matchup? I think Phoenix is going to mop the floor with Golden State. I think Golden State's going to look like a inebriated, mentally challenged child.
That's so.
Like kind of the one that when you were in the lunchroom, that was like, ooh, it like kept hitting its head against the table.
For me, it was he had a tent in the back of the classroom.
My favorite was one that used to hump the walls.
Oof.
Ooh.
Yikes. Oh man.
What do you, dude? Imagine if he like graduated and he went from walls to people, like as a sex offender.
Well, I'm personally gonna go with Golden State. I don't think Phoenix stands a chance
Really, I think
against
Phoenix
the
is
Splash
I think
Brothers.
Kevin Durant's gonna like pull up to Draymond and show him his cock and tell him who's daddy.
Is Dre playing?
I think he has been cleared. You
Is
believe
Chris
Klay
Paul
Thompson's gonna
starting?
come out there and say it's
No.
his best season?
Klay Thompson will drop 19 points tonight.
You don't believe in Klay?
19 points is a hell of a number.
Well, that's not what Clay's saying. Clay's saying he's having a career year. I'm expecting 35 every night.
Did he actually?
Yeah, Klay Thompson said year 13 is going to be the greatest year of his career.
I hope so.
Well, it's because he's supposedly going into free agency now.
I think survey says that
Survey,
probably won't
Family
happen.
Feud says we surveyed 100 people, and Clay, 98 said you're dead fucking wrong.
Yeah. I hope I'm wrong. Because I would love that. I'd love another ring.
Survey says.
It has to be the one thing I'm concerned. Here's my question. You want to know my question with the Golden State Warriors this year?
Yeah.
Where does my fifth ring go? The thumb, or do I go on the next hand?
You make it into a butt plug.
That's only Steve Kerr would like that. It's still so weird to me. I'm serious. Do you remember? I was at a bar in Chicago watching Golden State take down whenever 2 years ago in the playoffs when Jimmy Butler lost in the conference
Did Steve
and
Kerr
the
take a
Mavs
finger in the
lost.
butt?
No, dude, this guy's like, I forget who Golden State was playing, but this guy was like, "Do you know Steve Kerr's gay?" Like he just like turned next to me. He's like, "You know Steve Kerr's gay?" I forget the story and all that, but like
99% sure Steve Kerr's married with children.
he's like, this guy was so adamant that Steve Kerr was gay, and
I believe Adam Silver
honestly,
is gay before Steve Kerr's gay.
I'm not saying Steve Kerr is gay, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, obviously. But when he told me that, I was like, "Oh, that doesn't sound crazy." Now that you mention it, it's just so weird. But I don't even know why I don't know how that came up. Anyways, Chris Paul tonight will drop 10 points and 7 assists.
Okay.
And everybody will come back down to reality, and he'll be coming off of the bench. And Jonathan Kuminga,
Isn't he starting?
obviously.
Chris Paul?
Is he? Is that what we're doing? Are we really? Are we going Looney off the bench? I just don't know why. I don't know why we need to do small ball every year. We tried it in Europe. We tried it last year.
Is Europe the World Cup?
Yeah, it's whatever the hell that whatever European team who won, even Germany, they're
What
like
type of
loving
person
it.
goes to Europe and complain that it's not American enough?
If I went to Europe right now, I'd wear a freaking LeBron James GOAT world champion jersey, and I'd be like, "Yeah, world champion of what? World champion of the freaking world, you geeks!" I can't wait, Cyril. Cyril, I'm 24. I can't wait. I spent my whole life. I spent my whole life practicing and playing basketball and traveling across states, and my family put up so much money, and I did all of this, and it's so many long hours, and I can't wait to play basketball to fulfill my destiny of playing
have you ever played
in
basketball
Europe.
2 days consecutively in your life?
You know nothing about my life. I want the record to state that.
No, I
Because the
don't.
answer to that is yes. And that's a horrible question.
What did you just eat? When you're washing down right now, you just put something in your mouth.
Cocaine.
No, what you put in your mouth?
I just, like Jasmine.
What'd you put in your mouth?
Oh. Mm. What do you
You
mean?
didn't swallow it. It was a pill. It was a pill you washed out.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Don't check my mouth. I forget why I ranted whatever about what I ranted, and it's gonna piss me off.
Phoenix is gonna come out here. Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Joseph.
Who's playing point guard?
They're gonna come out and show that their offensive prowess is gonna be too much for the Golden State Warriors to happen. Their bench is gonna show up. It means more for the Suns to play good this first game because to show that all the money, all the stuff they invested this year or this offseason, the first game of the season, has already started to reap, the rewards, the fruit of their benefit or whatever it's called. What's it called? Reap the benefit of their fruit. They gotta win. The Warriors are just the Warriors.
I too am taking the Suns. Draymond Green is out. Devin Booker is questionable.
Oh.
Bradley Beal is probable.
Yeah, that's that's the sealer for me is Bradley Beal. Who's playing point guard though for both of you? Like I'm just so confused. Is it Bradley Beal?
Chris Paul's the point guard for the Warriors.
No, it's Stephen Curry. I refuse. If Chris Paul's in the starting lineup, I refuse to acknowledge it. I just will pretend like it doesn't exist. Who's playing point guard for the Phoenix Suns?
Bradley Beal and Devin Booker are splitting.
Whoever brings the ball up the court.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that in the playoffs.
Think of it merely as offensive initiation.
So what happens when we get to the playoffs and they need a point guard? They're going to rely on their ISO basketball.
They'll have 82 games of experience operating as co-point guards under their belt by that time.
No, I agree with this. So Chris Paul said something when he went to on media day with the Warriors, and that was his problem with the Suns was in the regular season he could bring up the ball like he normally would, and then when the playoffs starts, they would blitz him and pick him up full court all playoffs, and they would completely change the way they defended him in the regular season to the playoffs. And I think Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, they're going to go through 82 games not really seeing that intensive defenses. And then when the playoffs come, teams are going to be hounding them up the court, and they're going to struggle to bring the ball up the court because neither of them are typical point guards. And I know they're going to have 82 games to get this through, but because they're going to spend 82 games delegating between the two of them, they're not going to have a guy if they don't trade for someone, if they keep the same roster, which I expect.
Like campaign.
But like, huh?
The Suns should trade for campaign.
Campaign wins the Bucks, you asshole.
That's why they should trade for him.
I think the Bucks want campaign. Bring in Facundo Campazzo.
I'm just kidding. I would do that in a heartbeat.
But the whole thing is that the Suns, I feel like, come playoff time, Bradley Beal and Devin Booker, one of them is going to be forced to be the primary ball handler, and they're not going to be able to do it because they spent the whole season delegating between the two of them, and the way teams defend in the regular season is completely different than the playoffs, and you can't prepare for that.
I would argue the Phoenix Suns got worse than they were last season.
That is the fucking stupidest take ever.
I don't think that's the stupidest take ever. Jusuf Nurkic, I cannot wait until he has one of those 0 points, 5 fouls in 20-minute games in the regular season because it just happened in preseason. I don't know when it became Jusuf Nurkic is all of a sudden the most underrated center in basketball, but domination was the move, is a better move. Chris Paul, you know what? I hate Chris Paul personally. Like, it's a personal vendetta against Chris Paul, CP0. I would rather have Chris Paul than Bradley Beal any day of the week, baby. This team, imagine thinking, there's no way people actually think the Phoenix Suns are going to win the championship. Like, when you put it together, there's no way you can actually think this team is going to win it all. There's just no way people actually think that. I get hoping
they have a decent shot.
Who's playing point guard?
We just talked about it. They're delegating.
And it looks when Chris Paul missed basketball games last year, I guess, didn't they win like the first game Chris Paul didn't play? Because Devin Booker pretty much was point guard for his first many seasons. And
he wasn't the point guard. I mean, there was Isaiah Cann.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Tyler Ulis, and they were loaded at point guard.
Dude, Tyler Ulis,
a lot of studs.
Really sad.
A lot of studs at point guard. I'm qualified to talk on Tyler Ulis because he's from my area.
Is he actually?
Yeah, so I don't want to hear it. But
I said something stupid.
By my area, I mean like the heart of the city.
By my area, he actually lives by Southside. I've never met the guy.
Wait, let me touch on where he went to high school. But
Simeon.
Anyways, the point is, Warriors inside.
Okay.
Like,
I got the
he's from Michigan. Never mind.
Board game.
I don't even want to speak on Tyler Ulis anymore. He's from Michigan.
He's from Michigan.
And I hate Kentucky basketball.
Dude, I'm pretty sure Tyler Ulis was in a car accident and almost lost his life.
Oh, jeez, really?
Yeah, I think you're a piece of shit.
Oh, he went to Marion Catholic. That's right. Okay. He's not from my area, but he went to high school in my area. He was in my school's division, actually. That's crazy.
Did not know that.
The Suns were 12-11 without Chris Paul last year.
Look at that. 12 and 11. I didn't.
Great statistics. That
12 and
makes me
11.
feel better.
You feel better? You feel better about that?
Is this gonna be? Yeah, very. I'm relieved. I revoke. I actually take back. I rescind everything I said.
What, is this gonna be what?
Is Bradley Beal gonna play healthy this season? Do you think? Or?
I think Bradley Beal's gonna be healthy. I mean, he played 60 games last year.
Yeah, I guess I probably snuck up by 60. He was on my fantasy team. He was a real pain in the ass. So
I would say that 60 is probably about right. You can count on him to miss some.
Yeah, they don't need him. He doesn't need
already.
to play much, I guess.
I mean,
Played
it comes
50
down
last
if he
year.
wants to be an all NBA or something like that.
It's just funny. If this was Levine, I wonder how people would feel.
Yeah, no, I agree. Let's talk about our last segment. And what team do we expect to be the worst team in the NBA? Last year, I thought it was a lot easier to figure out which team was going to be the worst team in fucking basketball. But I feel like this year, it's not as easy as to pick out the worst team in the NBA as it was in year past. And that's because it seems like everyone got fucking better this offseason. The Wizards could be the Utah Jazz. The Spurs could be a playoff team, so could the Pistons, so could the Pacers, so could the Magic, so could the Thunder. So when we look at the rosters, the only team that's blatantly doesn't care to win games is the Wizards, but the Wizards have too many veterans to fucking tank. So, Jackson, who do you think is going to be the worst team in the NBA?
If your veterans are, if you're, I want the chat to know that these so-called veterans in question here are Mike Muscala and Danilo Gallinari and Landry Shamet.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the worst team will be Detroit, San Antonio, or Washington. I'm gonna go with Detroit. I think Detroit will be the worst team.
You don't think Portland's in there?
Oh, that's very true.
It's hard. It's hard to choose. It's hard
I'm gonna
to
go
choose
Detroit.
You're going Detroit?
Detroit, yeah.
I think Monty Williams is too good of a coach for them to be that bad. Monty says he's only playing guys who play defense.
Yeah, it's just the problem is the roster is still not that good.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough dudes on his roster to accomplish that.
There's still just not much there. If the Blazers trade Jeremy Grant, then maybe I can get behind it. If I were to wake up,
is gonna get to
I think
carry this team.
I do. That's why I don't think they'll be the worst team. I mean, if I woke up tomorrow and they traded Brogdon and Grant for a bag of chips and a second round pick, then yeah. I have a sleeper team in the NBA that I think could possibly be the worst team in basketball, and you will never guess it, and I want you to guess it until you get it.
The Chicago Bulls.
No. Close. It's kind of close. It makes sense. No. Closer.
Toronto Raptors.
No. This team, they're the Toronto West. They're the Toronto Raptors of the West. It's a West team.
The Utah Jazz?
Yeah, the Utah Jazz.
I don't know, man. I think Utah's really good. Not really good, but I think they got better than last year.
Could be hard to win games with that backcourt. They just might not be able to lead. Lead the offense.
I just think their front court is going to out-rebound, and Walker Kessler is just going to block everybody.
Agreed. They would not be my vote here. They're going to be pretty sound defensively.
So,
I think they're a player team.
Rim protection-wise.
One injury to a big man. would
Yeah.
demolish them. And also, I think for me, it's more of I watched Lauri Markkanen play basketball for many a years, and then I watched him play in Cleveland. Until
you're
Lauri
saying he's gonna
Markkanen
regret?
averages
This man's about saying
100%. Lauri Markkanen will 100% statistically
he
regress
was
this season.
reborn.
He just put up 26 and 9. I will put any amount of money under $100 for this show that he will not average 26 and 9.
With the Finland military, I think he's gonna come back with some bloodthirst. I think he has some bloodlust. Like I think he's hungry.
I'm sure he is, but he's not averaging 26 and 9.
Nah, I think he wants 30 and 15 now. I think he's like gonna be squeezing on next till he's popping out eyes.
Then I'll move to Utah. I'll buy season tickets and I'll become a Mormon and I'll dedicate my life to Joseph Smith
And you'll become
or
a
whoever the fuck
celestial
it
being.
is. I will start having sex with only holes cut out as God intended.
Oh, dude, you'll start soaking.
Is that what it's
Yes,
called?
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
What is
dude.
that?
You know what soaking? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll find you a nice Mormon girl.
I need a
Okay.
sheet to cover our faces
No.
and bodies.
Oh shit. Did I sound off?
Yeah, I mean, not anymore.
Okay. So what soaking is the act of, let's say you find yourself a nice Mormon chick. We'll put you up in a bunk, okay? And you either wait till an
that's
earthquake
right.
happens, or I'll come in down
Yeah.
below and
I
I'll start
forgot about
shaking the
that.
bed, and we'll be like,
So weird.
"Ah, we're not having sex. It's just accidentally slipping in." Ah."
Yeah,
And you soak in each other.
yeah. Just a weird group of individuals.
So
You know, there's normal Mormons though, which is weird. Or I mean,
No,
I
there
feel like
aren't.
that's rude.
There are not. There is zero.
I didn't meet my first Mormon until I was 23 years old.
And now you live with one.
I know Henry's not a Mormon.
Oh.
Henry's a Jew. Like quite the opposite. Like this
Oh,
is
dude.
tribe.
Your last name is super Jewish. I just realized.
I am one.
Yeah, they look at you like you're cattle.
Who's they? Me.
The Mormons?
When I was in Utah, it looked like people would look at me like I was an alien. Just me being me. Who the
Oh yeah,
fuck
for
is this
context,
non-Mormon?
Henry Jackson went to Southern Utah State
So
Valley. I don't fucking know.
So that is Mormon territory.
I went to
It's in
I
St.
went to a
George.
rival school to Weber State's Damian Lillard.
Is it actually?
And lesser known Dylan Jones.
Yeah, whoever that is. Oh yeah. Weber State alum, baby.
Okay, my worst team in the NBA is, if I have to think about it, Detroit. You guys brought up a good point. Talent-wise, I don't know if they're there. They could be Orlando from last year,
Yeah.
where they're like just outside being a play-in team. Like end of the year, they start to figure it out.
Yeah. We'll see with the Czar especially. And Cade, I mean, we
Look,
haven't
I
seen
want
Cade in
Charlotte
way
to
too
figure it
long.
out, and they were a good team 2 years ago. That team could really be bad.
People think Brandon Miller is so bad. I think Brandon Miller will be.
I'm not a fan, bro.
I bet he averages. I mean,
No,
he'll
I
average
feel
over
he's a
15.
basketball player. I just wouldn't have passed on Scoot.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
That's the whole
Yeah.
thing. He's not a bad basketball player. It's just that like I don't care that I have LaMelo. Like I'll figure it out. Like LaMelo and Scoot will work. Like we'll figure it out.
I think LaMelo and Scoot would have worked perfectly fine as well.
So do I.
Like, I think it would have been freaking
Like,
sick.
dude, he plays with Terry Rozier right now. Like, or he
Don't-
plays with a 6'2" guard.
The whole Miles Bridges situation complicates it a little bit.
What do you
for
mean?
him,
Is that
I'm sure.
practice?
Well, but is he going to be the same? There's no way Miles Bridges doesn't regress.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at Deshaun
Statistically.
Watson.
Yeah. Every day he's on my fantasy team.
Well, there is real question as to whether Bridges could receive more administrative leave or a steeper punishment after the 10 games.
I thought
Because
he'd
of,
just revoke his
Hmm?
10 games and just give him the whole 82 slate.
I thought he hasn't received any punishment, and there's nothing going to be moved on because he hasn't.
he hasn't, but like it's not impossible for there to be another sense of some kind from the team.
For the pool balls.
Yeah.
But that incident was from months ago, it seems like. And it would have been already addressed, I felt like, if it was a problem.
Yeah, the legal proceedings still being ongoing could delay.
Is it? Okay.
But you are right that there's definitely a chance that because it was a while ago, it could just get swept under the rug and he could be back 10 games from now.
I think, because I think half of the thing of it, the pool balls is recent, but there was also another, like, arrest warrant back in January or some shit like that. I feel like some of the information the NBA was already aware of, and the public just became aware of.
Very possible.
But no, I agree with Jackson. I mean, what was he at 22 points per game score? We're seeing it with Deshaun Watson. People don't realize, you take a year off from playing any sport, you just don't come back in like you did the day before. Like,
Yeah.
take a little longer. So I think I'm going to go with my worst team. I'm going to join you
The
guys.
Hawks.
Detroit. No, fuck that. I want my Wizards to be the worst team because I want us to draft like Justin Edwards or Alex Sarr. So I go with the Washington Wizards.
I am locking in the Wizards. I haven't gone yet, but I think they're definitely going to be the worst team in basketball. Although with how hyper competitive the West is, Portland or Utah are also candidates. A bad season from Cade makes them as well, but I'm going Washington for sure.
I think Washington is going to start the season like the Utah Jazz. And we're all going to be like, what the fuck? And then we're going to have a fire sale. Like a contending team's going to pick up Tyus Jones, Daniil Gallinari, DeLon Wright. Next thing you know, 1 week to the next, we're going to be fucking the Washington Wizards to the Capital City Go-Go.
Led by Jay Huff.
Yeah, we're going to see Jay Huff as our starting center by the end of the year. Get yourself a Jay Huff jersey, Jackson.
Already did.
I know you do.
Which
You huff
team?
that shit.
Lakers or Bulls? I always wanted to huff glue before. Like I wish in like middle school, like in 8th grade, you know, like behind school.
I used to huff. I used to dust. You dust before, bro?
Not that mean.
So, you know what computer duster is? Like the stuff you're... Okay, so there's this thing called computer duster, and it's how you clean, like, computers. It's like a spray. They have it at school in, like, any office. It's like, you know, it's the spray that people use to clean their keyboards and shit like that. It's just a bunch of, like, compressed air with chemicals. Well, if you put your hand like this in front of the hole, so, like, you don't directly
Suck on
squeeze
it
it
like
into your
this.
mouth, and you squeeze it into your mouth,
It comes on.
it's kind of
your
like hitting a
face.
whippet, but, like, it lasts a full minute. And
Depending on how long
it's
ago
pretty
he-
wicked, man. But I wouldn't recommend doing because dusting is the #1 killer in preteens. Most preteens that die not from an underlying health issue die from dusting because it's pretty fucking terrible for you. But dude, it is fucking awesome. The Womps. I don't condone this, and I've never done this. This is what I've been told. Someone who isn't me told me it was really cool. And like listening to music on it.
Yeah, I never understood what it is.
Well, you're missing out. So would say someone that isn't me. Wow, you got anything else to say, Jackson?
I'm so sleepy.
Are you
Keep going to
surprised how
bed
much
at, like,
energy I
4.
have right now?
Am I surprised what?
That I have so much energy right now?
You always have a lot
Uh,
of energy.
Also, I found out right next to me, we could rent a fucking storefront, $375 a month. It's fucking
That's not
solid.
bad at all. Open up a surf shop?
Yeah. Just cover up the windows and run the show out from there.
Nice.
Today the show went way better. Plus, like, it's just you. You look great. What's your thoughts on day 2 of the show?
Way better makeup job today. Your makeup
Yeah.
looks much better.
Thank you. It was our first day yesterday.
Are you still hating OBS, or are you starting to see the
So
potential of
freaking
what I was
tired.
talking
I have
about?
no
Like,
idea who watched this. I hate it. Well, I don't hate it. I have no idea who watched it, which is fine. I don't know
But
who's
you want to see
commenting.
comments? You could keep your YouTube open on the next page.
And I'll just be looking over every time somebody chats. I'll just like look over and it'll distract.
But isn't your job to fucking entertain?
Yeah,
Be an
exactly.
entertainer.
I know.
Jackson, you're fucking amazing. We expect greatness from people. Okay, bud? We expect greatness. Look at this. This is me going into the light for you.
This is prophetic. Is that how you say that word?
Yeah.
Yeah, prophetic, yeah. And there's also prolific, which is spelled very
I think I
similarly
was.
with an L.
I think I was going for prolific.
I think you were, but like
Yeah.
prophetic is like from a prophet.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, the sun was like.
I mean, it worked out really well. I think prolific is definitely what you were going for, but prophetic means I'm a prophet, which like.
Dude, I thought,
am
why
Jewish.
wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you be going for prophetic? He was like rising into the sun.
I know.
yeah,
I
that's,
know.
yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah. If I was a Jehovah, I'd be going to Jehovah God.
Did you ever watch Jehovah Witness on and like KYR Speedy and Minnesota Burns?
Dude, Minnesota burns. Dude, I haven't heard that in so long. Dude, what happened to him?
Honestly, they're probably still running Search and Destroy and like.
Okay.
Man, I'd love like some diced potatoes and like sunny side up eggs and toast with butter.
Pull up.
You say pull up?
That's
Yeah, that's next.
Wait, what? You guys are a little echoey.
Oh, that's mute. Yep. How about now?
There you
Better?
go.
Yeah, whenever Henry cues his mic so he can talk, he has to make sure he unmutes himself. I mean, mutes himself again, because then when I start speaking, it becomes echoey, because even though I'm in a different room, it'll pick me up. Though, I do got a shit, and yeah, that's all I got. You got anything else, dude?
When I wake up, I'm gonna be so excited for Lakers basketball and Warriors basketball tonight. Lakers in 5, Warriors in 7.
I'm glad.
And so you're taking the Nuggets and Suns?
Nuggets and Suns, baby.
I'm taking the Nuggets and Suns as well.
All right, we're tracking these, and I guess at the end of each month or each week, we'll see who's the fucking correct
Guru, love guru. Who is the love guru?
Yeah, I just showed him that
Sounds so
movie.
familiar.
You should watch.
Yeah,
Love
why does
Guru.
that sound so familiar?
It's a movie. Just watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. Watch The Love Guru. What can you
Who's
end
in
the
it?
show, and as you fall asleep, put on The Love Guru on Prime Video.
Yeah, I've
Working
I've
9
definitely
to
heard
5.
That's so good. Okay, I'm
Oh, I
done.
don't really like Michael Myers.
Michael Myers is fantastic, and you're a faggot for saying anything other. Goodbye. Put the outro. Don't let this man speak.
That's it.
Oh, transition it.